And good afternoon, everyone. As you can tell that I am late to this Mariners game because hashtag don't quit your day job. But here I am right now. And also welcome to the 2,000 subscriber special. In actuality, I'm at 1999 right now, but hopefully we can get to that milestone number of the magic 2,000, which would be more than fantastic. So let's hope and see that that does happen by the end of this game. And I just got to readjust that 2,000 subscriber mark somewhere. Don't know exactly how I can do it. Well, bear with me on this one. And how's it going, Daniel? One of my loyal members of this channel. Thank you for being here. And we're getting ready for this Mariners. Oh, actually, it's the top of the 7th inning right now. And it looks like Chargois is now he's coming out of the bullpen right now. He's taking over Logan Gilbert, who has already pitched 13 pitches so far in this inning with 1 out. And now we are looking at the 2-2 pitch. And now here is a fly ball to deep center field. Robles is still running, and he makes the catch! What a catch by Victor Robles. Fantastic fielding. And now we've got 2 down in this inning. What a catch that was. And congratulations, Daniel, for being a member for at least a month. Very excellent. Thank you very much for being part of this channel and supporting this channel as well. Trying to still figure out how I can get the subscriber update. The score is 1-0 Philadelphia right now. And now here's Castellanos. Here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to center field. Should be playable. Here's Robles again with an amazing catch. He ran right in, and he makes the catch, and he is all jacked up, and that is going to retire the side. We go to the bottom of the 7th inning. It is 1-0 Philadelphia. Hopefully this could be the momentum change. And now we are going to do the 7th inning stretch. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jacks. I don't care if I ever get back, so let's root for the Mariners. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. And it would be a shame because Logan Gilbert has been pitching fantastic. Would hate to see him get a loss or no decision just because the Mariners can't even do the average, which is 7 runs a game since that trade deadline, I guess. And now I just got to figure out a way to get this formatted so I could show that 2,000 milestone thing. Oh, I think I found it. Okay, there it is. I am at 1999 right now. So hopefully let's get to 2,000 by the end of this show, which would just be very, very, very much amazing. Which is why I'm calling it the 2,000 special. 2,000 subscriber special. Live play-by-play. Let's hope that it does happen this time. Because look how close it is. I'm at 1999. And now we are back from the break. Got 5 viewers so far. I hope any of you, if you are not the subscriber, if you have not subscribed, please do so to help support this channel and to help me get to the milestone of 2,000, which would be an enormous accomplishment. And we are back from the break. So far, the Mariners have only gotten 2 hits off of the Philadelphia Phillies today. Hopefully that will change this time around. And now let's get right to it. Next game, we got Mariners versus Tigers. It's going to be Tuesday through Thursday. If you're going to that game, use my promo code Rooftop Sports. Get your $20 off. And we are going into the 7th inning. Christian, how's it going? One of my better members of this channel. Maybe if you want to be even better, join my membership for just $5 a month. And let's hope the Mariners can finish this off here in the 7th inning. It's going to be the bottom of the 7th inning. They have 3 tries to win this game. And now we are back. And now we got the offense ready to go. Hopefully that this... And we got Wheeler, who's the starter, with 74 pitches. Been very efficient today. I mean, pretty not surprising considering the Mariners have only gotten 2 hits. And now here is Jorge Polanco up to the plate. And now here is the pitch to Polanco. And that is going to be a ball. In case you are joining, have no idea what's going on. One, I am getting close to 2,000 subscribers. And also, I am getting... It's 1-0 Philadelphia. Polanco is 0 for 2 with a strikeout. So this is the typical Polanco that we know of. We know and love, or we know and hate. He grounded out and struck out. We're looking at a 2-0 count, so he's got a good count. The pitch, and that is a 3-0 count. And I am going to tell you, I'm going to say red light on this one. Do not swing. Even though he's probably going to pitch a strike, especially if it's probably down the middle, he's probably going to get fooled. And now here is the 3-0, and that was right down the middle for a strike. Yep, just 1 sub is all I need. If you could help me, I don't know, link this video to your friends and just tell them to put the 2,000 there for me. And now here's a 3-1. And now here's a fly ball to deep right center field. Is it still carrying? And that is going to be caught. And it just landed right in the glove of the center fielder. Big bearded center fielder. It was pretty much a lucky catch. He almost lost it in the sun. And now that's going to be 1 out against the Mariners. Talk about luckiness. Just literally landed in his glove. It's almost like he didn't even see the ball. Just a very lucky catch. Like, how is that even possible? It was a very lucky catch by Philadelphia. And now here is the Luke Raley. Needs to be Nuke Raley. Now here's the... He's going to bunt the ball, and it's going to go right down there beautifully, and a throw to first. And that is in time. That's going to be 2 outs. I love the effort by Luke Raley, but unfortunately, now we've got 2 quick outs already, and Wheeler is just absolutely dealing. And once again, I'm at 1999 subscribers. Get me to 2,000 by the end of this show. Let's make it happen. I'm at 1999. Just 1 sub. And now here is Mitch Haniger up to the plate. And now here's the pitch. And that is going to be in there for a strike. I mean, does anyone have... Anyone of a sub could be? And we're looking at the 0-1, the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. And already down to 2 strikes for Mitch Haniger. Mitch Haniger is unfortunately a shell of his former self. He did hit a home run yesterday, which arguably sparked the rally, which led to a Mariners victory. They did win the series, but they would love to get the sweep and pick up another game on the Houston Astros because they had just lost their game. So the Mariners really need to get this done. And now here is the 0-2. And that is going to be inside for a ball. We're looking at a 1-2 count for Mitch Haniger. I would show the scoreboard, but all I need is just that 1 sub. If you get me that 1 sub, could be 2,000. I'll show the scoreboard. Now here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And that is going to retire the side. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Mariners still trailing 1-0. And we'll be back after a word from our sponsor, SeatGeek. SeatGeek is a mobile ticketing app for sporting events, concerts, and other events. They make the buying experience easier by the app ranking each ticket from 0 to 10 to see if you are getting a good deal, and you can see exactly where you are sitting. I regularly use that app, and I have had nothing but a fantastic experience with SeatGeek. Use my promo code ROOFTOPSPORTS to get $20 off of your first purchase. Link to the code, app, and website will be in the description, so take advantage, and thank you. Yep, and use that promo code Rooftop Sports. Get that $20 off. And let's hope that we can get to 2,000 subscribers by the end of this video, the end of this Mariners game, because it would be a heck of an accomplishment, because the last time I got my 2,000 subscribers, the last time that did happen, that was in October in the World Series, and it was a very gratifying moment. Glad that it did happen. It happened in the middle of the show, and I would love to have a witness once again. But, you know, it's a grind that they say, and this YouTube thing has really been a grind since I have started from day one. The other thing I'd like to show you guys is I have a video where when I made the 1,000 subscriber, and here's what it was, and I'll show it throughout this commercial break. 900, and there it is! 1,000 subs! Woo! Now I gotta get. Yep, what a moment that was. And with 5 viewers, I mean, I would think one of them is bound to be maybe that one sub, the one guy that hasn't subbed. Put it in the comments and tell me what I must do to get the 2,000th sub. I'm stuck at 1999. Just need to get one more, and then that will be the milestone to achieve. Looks like Jimmy Garcia is now on the mound for the Mariners. Now Scott Service is just going through his bullpens like flies. I mean, Chargois, he did pitch decent, 15 pitches, but it took 15 pitches to get out of there. 1 strikeout. And now Jimmy Garcia, the best pitcher in the bullpen right now for the Mariners, and that's going to be a foul ball. And this is going to be... It's not Bryce Harper, that's for sure. I almost thought it was just because it was a lefty. And now we're looking at the 0-1 pitch. And now here it is from Garcia. A nice breaking ball. And that's going to be an 0-2 count for Jimmy Garcia. This season, he has a 2.38 ERA, 46 strikeouts, and 10 walks. Jimmy Garcia, it did cost Jonathan Clase, but I thought it was worth it. The 0-2, up high for a ball. When will you start getting hundreds of thousands of views? That's, I don't know. The most I've gotten was 2,000 or 24,000 is my record right now. The pitch, and that is a ball. I mean, all I can say, Christian, is just it's all in the grind. I mean, I can't force people to watch my content. I just have to make it viewable. And we're looking at the 2-2. And now here is the pitch. And that is up high again. He had a 0-2 count. And now he's up to a 3-2 count, full count. Three and 2 so far for Bryson Scott. And now here's the 3-2. And that is a foul ball. He had a strike 3 on that one, but he just happened to connect on it. And we're still looking at one more sub to go. One more sub, and then that will be the ultimate milestone. And now we're looking at the 3-2. And now here's a fly ball drilled to right field. And that is gone. And that is a home run. And the Phillies have now taken a 2-0 lead. And it looks like this game might just be out of reach for the Seattle Mariners. And that is going to be a home run. It looked like it was just drilled just way out of there. Nothing that the Mariners defense could have done. And now it is 2-0. That ball was just absolutely crushed. Luke Raley tried as he might. Not really. Maybe there's a chance he could have robbed it, but I don't know if he really had the acrobatics to do that. And now that was on a 0-2 count too. Like he had an 0-2 count, then he fell to a 3-2. Now it's almost like I wish that he walked the guy. And now it's Bryson Scott. That was his first home run since July versus Cleveland. The pitch, and that is going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. He's on that 0-2 again. Hopefully he doesn't fall this time. 9 pitches for Garcia already, and there is no outs. Sometimes I wonder if they should have just put in Chargois, but they used Garcia for the high leverage situation, and that is a foul ball, still stuck at strike 2. Garcia is struggling to get out of this inning already. No outs so far. And also, I'm struggling to get to my 2,000 subscriber as well. If anyone can get to that, it will just totally make my day. And there's the 0-2, and that is fouled back, and we're still going to try this again at 0-2. Emmett Brown, the closest to a 7-footer that we have is Lazaro Montes, who's at 6'7", I believe. And we're looking at the 0-2, and here is the pitch. And there is a fly ball popped up. Looks like there's some left fielder. He is there. He makes the catch. That's going to be Randy Arozarena. And now we got one down finally. It was just 2 home runs that has caused these problems. And they were both just absolutely drilled. And now here is the pitch. And a swing and a miss, strike 1. That's Kyle Schwarber, the guy who hit the home run. And now it's the reason why the Phillies are even in the lead, just by these home runs. It's not like the Phillies have had themselves a good offensive game either. The pitch. And that is going to be outside for a ball. 0-1. And the other pitch. And that is going to be a 2-1 count. Still stuck at 1999. Just one more to get to 2,000 subscribers. If that happens, what a milestone it will be. And now we're looking at the 2-1. And now here is the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball, strike 2. Kyle Schwarber has been playing very well today. He's got a home run in the first, a double, and then he got an out. 2 for 3, but he still has a chance to really break this open, as if Philadelphia already has. I mean, 2-0 from this point on could mean that the game is over. Hate to say it. 4 for 11 this series. Schwarber's been playing very well. The 2-2. And now here's a fly ball to right field, and Raley makes the catch, and that is going to be 2 outs for Philadelphia. Garcia at 17 pitches. You think that he is pretty much done after this inning, after he pretty much got taxed on, and now we've got Trey Turner on my fantasy team. I don't really care if Trey Turner hits a home run for me, because I'm pretty much losing in this game for fantasy baseball. Did I say football? I said baseball. Here's the pitch. And that is a ball. Morbid question. Does subs go down in real time if I unsubscribe? Yes, it does, Mr. Emmett Brown. So please do not do that, because that would just be really embarrassing, considering I called this a 2,000 subscriber special. And now here is a 2-0 count. Just need that one more. 1999. And now here's a 2-0. And now that is going to be a 2-1 count. That is a strike to Trey Turner. Trey Turner's been handled very well today. He is now 0 for 3 with a pop out in the 6th. And now here is the pitch. And that's going to be low for ball 3. 3-1 the count. Although I do find it annoying when Scott Service really just rotates out his bullpen after every inning. I guess it was a good idea. And now the 3-1. Swing and a miss, strike 2. And now the decision is this. Do you try to make him chase something, or do you just give him a strike? But don't forget, it's Trey Turner, who is also capable of hitting home runs. The 3-2 pitch to Turner. Oh, and that is going to be ball 4. That was just way off. And now we got a man on first base, and that is Trey Turner on first base. Getting close to that 2,000 subscriber mark. Mariners have a homestand. They started against Philadelphia. It's going to end against the New York Mets, and then they'll go to Detroit and then Pittsburgh. And looks like we got a pitching change, and looks like Scott Service has seen enough. I do not agree with that, but it looks like Philadelphia had their barrel on the ball. But I do think that he should have been allowed to just finish this inning. Personally, that's what I think. But I want to just say that I just want to say thank you to all of you that did help me get to this point of getting close to 2,000 subscribers. I'm at 1999. I couldn't have done this without you guys giving me the views and the support. And let's hope we can just finish the deal and just get to that point of 2,000, because it would be the biggest milestone in my, not the biggest, well, yeah, it would be actually the biggest milestone in my YouTube career so far. I'm at 2,000 as we speak. And hopefully we can get to that point so I can just move on and just focus on, of course, just building that content, because for the next 1,000, I probably won't even be thinking about how many subscribers I have. I'll just be thinking about making the content as good as possible. You're talking about the fireworks night, which I could really care less about. Oh, I just want to see a Mariners winner of the World Series someday. But getting close to 2,000, it's what I need to get to that very magic number. Who's going to be the 2,000th subscriber? We shall see. And now we are back from the break. Astros just lost, so if the Mariners win this game, they will make it a 2-game lead. Texas is down 6. Astros had just lost the game, and now looks like they got a lefty. And that's going to be, I believe it's Taylor Saucedo. Yep, it is Taylor Saucedo. They're going to try to do what he can to get out of this inning. He has a 2.76 ERA, 32 strikeouts on 15 walks. We're looking at 2.76 ERA. And now Bryce Harper's up to the bat. Here's the pitch, and that is outside for a ball. And Bryce Harper, that's the reason they brought in Saucedo, because of the quote matchup, which I really do think this whole matchup thing by Scott Service is obsessively annoying. And now we're looking at the 1-0 pitch, and now here is the pitch, and that is a swing and a miss. Bryce Harper against lefties, he bats even better against lefties. I don't get this. Does Scott Service even pay attention to these analytics at all? Because this is definitely not analytical at all. The 1-1. And now here's a fly ball drilled to right center field. Forget about that one. What did I tell you? Bryce Harper is a near 300 hitter against lefties. So this decision by Scott Service was an absolutely stupid decision. I literally said it, and Bryce Harper probably heard me, and he just bombed that one. The whole lefty-lefty matchup has been absolutely exposed. I was thinking that I was against the idea of Bryce Harper, of Taylor Saucedo, and look what just happened. I'm going to put it on Twitter X and put it on fire. Fun fact. Bryce Harper is a near 300 hitter versus lefties. And now here's another fly ball drilled to left field. Forget about that one. And the Phillies have just broken this game open. And now you can say that this is pretty much over. I mean, Scott Service, like, why did you do this? The game was still within. Like, I don't get this. Bryce Harper is a near 300. So bringing in the sauce was still analytically flawed. And now here's a line drive base hit, and now the Phillies are just absolutely hitting at will. They're really just taking care of the Scott Service. Yep. And now Scott Service once again is coming out, and I would just boo the living crap out of him. If you're at the game and you're listening to this, boo him and make sure he gets the message. This is why Scott Service is not a good manager. Exactly the reason why you should have let in Jimmy Garcia, because you traded Jonathan Clase for him. It made absolutely no sense. Like, I don't know why. Yeah, Bryce Harper, and I can show you the stats. Bryce Harper versus lefties, 298. He's a 298 hitter against lefties with a 396 OBP. So, can anyone explain to me? I'd like to know exactly why you put Bryce Harper. No, you put in Taylor Saucedo against Bryce Harper. You have Jimmy Garcia. Let him finish the damn inning. Garcia only pitched, he pitched 23, but you still should have, he was just working through it. It was one bad pitch, but it wasn't enough to just pull him out for Taylor Saucedo against Bryce Harper. It made absolutely no sense. Yep. Like, Scott Service lefty-lefty matchup absolutely exposed. Yep, exactly what I expect. Well, yeah, because all you had to do was not put in Taylor Saucedo against a lefty. It made absolutely no sense. Like, yes, I absolutely blame the offense for this too. But sometimes it just comes down to just good decision making. And this is why Scott Service should not be the manager after this season. And now here's the pitch. And that is a foul ball. Is there no such thing as a long reliever anymore? Nope. I mean, at this point, why don't we use Brian Wu as a long reliever? But they won't. And now Trent Thornton's going to be here to pretty much mess this up. And now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. It's almost like you were better off just putting in Trent Thornton against Bryce Harper. And now here's the 0-2. And now here's the throw to second. And that is not in time. And looks like there's an injury with Cal Raleigh. Looks like he's not doing too good right now. Looks like it's a cramp, so maybe he's going to be okay. And now we got another run scoring happening. And now it's going to be 6-0. I heard Service wasn't present for this honeymoon since his spouse wasn't analytically compatible. Eesh. Why is it 1 inning or less for any reliever we have? I know. I think that's why it's a terrible idea. I mean, maybe in hindsight, maybe we should just put it in Chargois, and then the Mariners just completely gave up. And now here's Castellanos. And now that is going to be popped up, and Luke Raley is running and running, and he makes the catch. And that is going to be out number 3, but this inning was an absolute disaster. Now it's 6-0, and you can pretty much say that this game is pretty much over. For someone like Scott Service who preaches analytics, he sure doesn't pay attention. And I'm still stuck at 1999. But we're going to the bottom of the inning. It looks like Zach Willer's out of this game because why keep using him when the Phillies pretty much have blown out the Mariners? And it looks like, Zach Wheeler's still dealing. So it looks like this game's pretty much over at this point. And now here is Josh Rojas, and here's the pitch. And that is a strike. And looking at the 0-1 for Josh Rojas, 85 pitches for Wheeler. And now here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Like, you can just tell just by that swing, you could tell that the Mariners pretty much have thrown this game away. It's almost like they did throw this game. And now here is the 0-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. Josh Rojas striking out like that is a good indication that Mariners called it quits and is content without going for the sweep, even with Houston losing. Now here is the 1-0, and that is a strike. And now Dylan Moore is working on a 1-1 so far. And now here is the pitch. And a check swing. He did not go. That's going to be a 2-1 count. And now someone else is in the bullpen. And now we're looking at the 2-1. And here is the pitch. And that is going to be a foul ball. Dylan Moore 0 for 7 in this series. And now the 2-2. And that's going to be fouled back. It's almost like I just want this game to end just to get it over with. And that's going to be low for a ball. 3-2, full count. And now the 3-2. And that is strike 3 called, and Dylan Moore knew it. I mean, it really does seem like the Mariners have pretty much called it quits. You can just tell that they're just uninspired. And I think that had Scott Service not made such a dumbass decision, just throwing in Taylor Saucedo against a guy who hits 300 against lefties because, lefty-lefty matchups. I mean, I think the whole... And now here's the pitch to Jason Vossler, and that is a foul ball. We're looking at the 0-1. And now here's the pitch. And that's going to be popped up, and that's not going to get any of it done. And that is going to make the catch, and that is going to be out number 3. We go to the top of the 9th inning. It is now 6-0 Philadelphia. Houston lost. Yes, that's great, but that means the Mariners, they're still going to be 1 game ahead. We can't afford to be content with that. Like, these are games like this that will cost the Mariners for the playoffs when you make really bad decisions. And then let me see. And Houston's playing at Texas, so maybe Texas will give them a run for their money. You probably want a 2 out of 3 from Texas because you don't want Texas to get too much onto a streak. But you need the Mariners to sweep Tigers. Like, there's no excuse on that. Like, a sweeping is an absolute need. Luke Raley's going to center field. Victor Robles made some really amazing catches. But that may not be enough. It's not enough. And thanks to the Mariners losing like this, I'm now still stuck at 1999 subscribers. Now here's the pitch, and that's a ground ball foul. Makes me wonder who's pitching. It's going to be Hernandez. Jonathan Hernandez, that is. And now here is the pitch. And that is going to be low for a ball, 1-2. The 1-2. And it's going to be fouled again. And now the 1-2. And that's going to be another ball, 2-2. Jonathan Hernandez. Let's take a look at his stats. He was formerly of the Texas Rangers. He was with Texas recently. And now here's the pitch. And now here's a fly ball to right field. And that is going to be caught by Cade Marlowe. And now we're looking at 2 outs. 1 out, sorry. Still stuck at 1999. Six pitches, got 1 out. Now the pitch. And now that's a foul ball. At 1999 subscribers still, trying to get to that magic number of 2,000. And now we're looking at the 0-1. And that is going to be a ball. We're looking at the 1-1 for Austin Hayes. And now here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. That was I think that was a little bit of a splitter. That was a nice one. And we're looking at the 1-2 count. Wonder how Jonathan Hernandez got in this team. I was not aware of how he got onto this team. Yep, 6-0 Phillies indeed. And it didn't have to happen this way. And now the 1-2. Check swing. Yes, he did go. Strike 3, and that's going to be 2 outs. Still looking for that 2,000 subscriber. 4 home runs today, and literally all of the runs scored were just based off of home runs. Kyle Schwarber, he already hit a home run earlier, and that is inside, and that kind of nearly got him. And now that's going to be a 1-0 count. The 1-0. And that is going to be low for a ball again. We're looking at a 2-0 count. He has 41 career leadoff home runs. Now the pitch. And that's going to be low for a ball once again. 3-0. And now we're looking at the 3-0. And that is a strike this time. (3-1) to Schwarber, and now here is the pitch. And now here's a ground ball, and that's going to get right through for a base hit. Even with the slight shift, he still got through it. And now we've still got a man on first base with 2 outs. Still at $19.99. Just one to go. Trey Turner is up to the plate. Now you got one of the top of the orders. If now you got the top of the order. He's now second in the order for Trey Turner. And now the pitch. That is outside for a ball. And we're looking at the 1-0. And here is the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike one. And nearly hit him, and that's going to be a 2-1 count. And now we're looking at the 2-1. Now the pitch. Swing and a miss, strike two. Just one strike away, and then the Mariners will probably meet their fate. If I can just get 2,000, it will totally make my day and make up for the fact that the Mariners lost, at least for me, personally. Not for the Mariners, though. And now we are looking at the 2-2 pitch, and that is going to be a foul ball. And now we're looking at the 2-2. And here is the pitch. And that is still going to be a foul ball. And the pitch. And now here's a ground ball. Should be easy to play to first in time. And that is going to retire the sign. We go to the bottom of the ninth inning. I'm just going to say uncle at this point. And now we are going into the bottom of the ninth inning. And here is who is going to be up in the bottom of the ninth inning. It's going to be Cade Marlowe, Randy Arozarena, and Cal Raleigh. Anyone ever watch that Root Sports cooking show with the players always look miserable? Why would they look miserable if they're doing it with some really hot chick named Jen Mueller out of all people? I mean, come on. And then Cade Marlowe gets it right through for a base hit. Cade Marlowe, one of the one of the call-ups recently, and looks like he's trying to, well, at least he's trying to make something happen. They've got a man on first base with as of now, no outs. And now we're looking at Randy Arozarena, and that's going to be outside for a ball. And we're looking at the 1-0. And now here is the pitch, and that's going to be inside for a ball. 2-0. Looking at 2,000 subscribers, getting very close to it. And now here is the 2-0. And that is going to be a 2-1 count. Or 2-1, and that's going to be a swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2 the count on Randy Arozarena. And now we are looking at the pitch, and that's going to be popped up and fouled. Arozarena 3 for 11 in this series. And the pitch, and that's going to be a foul ball once again. We're looking at a 2-2 count for Randy Arozarena. Two for Randy Arozarena. And now here's the 2-2. And that is going to be fouled back once again. And now the 2-2. And now here's a ground ball. That's going to be a double play ball. Throw to second, the throw to first. Not in time. So we got one out. Arozarena made it to first base, so it's going to be a fielder's choice, but that is going to be, fortunately. Still at 1999. Now we got Mitch Garver up to the plate. Looks like he's pinch hitting for Cal Raleigh. So basically, they just threw it in the towel. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. You know the game is over when Mitch Garver is pinch hitting. And now here's the 0-1. And that is going to be a ball. 1-1 on Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver was known for having that controversy where fans allegedly sent him death threats. And now we're looking at the 1-1. And now here is the pitch. Had a little bit of a check swing. That's going to be a 2-1 count. Look at all those fans out there. They just rather enjoy the sun than watch a torturous baseball game, I guess. And now we're looking at the 2-1 pitch for Mitch Garver. And now here it is. And that is a strike. That was not much. I couldn't really blame him for not swinging at that one. It was a pretty bad pitch to begin with. And we're looking at the 0-2. The 2-2 for Mitch Garver. That's going to be up high for a ball. Ball 3. 3-2 to count. Jorge Polanco is on deck. And now we're looking at the 3-2, and here's the pitch. And that is strike 3 called. And, you know, this is exactly why Mitch Garver got the criticisms, and this is probably exactly why Mitch Garver got some of those bad death threats. And once again, I'm not endorsing anything like that, but that's where you get crazy people because of your lackluster effort. He didn't even make a swing at it. It was right in the zone, could have gotten some decent hit out of it, but he chose not to swing at it. And that's why he doesn't deserve standing ovations. I don't care what text messages were sent to you. And now the Mariners are down to that final out. And after this, I'm just going to take off immediately. May not even give anything of a post-game show. And now the pitch. And that's going to be a 1-1 count for Jorge Polanco. Still stuck at 1999 subscribers. And we're looking at the 1-1. And that is going to be strike 2. And the Mariners are down to their final strike. Mariners at least were in the game 1-0. And then they completely just had a meltdown because of really just poor pitching decisions by Scott Service. And now here's the 1-2. And a swing and a miss, strike 3. And the ball game is over. The Mariners will go down in 2 strikeouts in a row. Although they did win the series, they failed to get the sweep. Could have happened if maybe Jimmy Garcia was allowed to still pitch, or if you put in Trent Thornton. But no, you got to do that stupid lefty-lefty matchup, which I was heavily and violently against. But the good news is Mariners did win this game, or did win this series, and they did. They did. So it is what it is. They just got to reload once they play the likes of the Tigers. So hopefully the Mariners will get back to work on that. And hopefully also Texas takes at least 2 out of 3 from that series. If they can do that and a sweep, that will make a huge difference. But that's going to do it for me. Thank you very much for being here. It's unfortunate that I could not get to that 2,000 subscriber mark. But if you get that just that button right there, the subscribers, hit that subscribe button, 2,000, that will make my day. If not, I understand, cannot force it. But that's going to do it. Thank you very much for being on this show, and everyone have a good day, and go Mariners. I am